Hopefully we got everything working now. Hello from inside Cable Dahmer Arena. I'm Gabe Daniel, joined alongside Richie Obaid for Rivalry at the Rink. As there's going to be a face-off to the left of Landry Gray here with just about 30 seconds into this one. Again, Missouri coming into this one on a really big win streak, having won their last 10, winning the Matcha Conference Championship as well. As it's going to be wrapped around the boards, trying to get it out there is Spolek, as the Jayhawks now recover it from back behind their own net. Is this going to be picked up, carried there? Now a cross-ice pass intended for Alex Adlers. It's going to go off the boards, and the Tigers will have possession now, as it's going to be Rudman trying to dump it in. The physicality already starting to ramp up here, as we're going to get a penalty here, and it looks like a tripping call.
Yeah, it looks like a clear tripping call was called, and we want to talk about what we talked about in the pregame. With emotions running high in a game like this, like the Border Showdown, it's very important who gets the first goal. So you want to be able to, as KU, to get that first goal and get the momentum going our way. It's not a good start when you get a penalty a minute and 9 seconds in, but we'll see if we get a good kill here, which will give us momentum going into the rest of the period.
So the Tigers on a power play here early on, as it's going to be a shot there sent wide. It's going to be picked up there by Hazelton. Hazelton in the corner with it. This will do a cross-ice pass there. The Tigers still with it. Back under the goal line. As they'll walk towards the deep slot. Hazelton trying to shot, blocked right up front, and racing after it there is going to be Schubert, trying to find it in the corner. The play still along the boards. The Tigers come up with it, as it's going to be number 10 walking in, shooting out is Caston off the rebound. Gray making a save there. The Jayhawks really need to get it out of the zone. They were able to get it away from Gray, but either way, back in the corner once more. A backhand shot up front, kicked away by Gray again, as the Tigers really starting to pick up the momentum here on the power play. A shot up front, Gray making another save, punch to the corner where it's going to be picked up there by Martin. Martin, another shot sent wide, held in there by Hazelton. Hazelton able to send it back as Kansas gets a much-needed change, as it's going to be Richardson leaving it back behind his own net for Jones. Jones off a pass from Hazelton. He'll wait back behind his own net before a headman pass intended for Rudman. It's going to be sent back the other way by Blake Hearn. Around Richardson. Looks like he got a piece of it, but either way, cranked back in. It's just going to be Fantoni shooting one, tipped up front there by Barker and sent away. Cleared but not out. It's going to be back behind the net. Now the Tigers able to pick it up, as it's going to be Jones up over to Rudman. Rudman on the right side. He'll try to make a toe drag move. He's going to be poked off the puck there by Blake Hearn, as it's now in the corner. The Jayhawks able to clear it out of the zone and are successful on the penalty kill here. 16:45 left to go. The Tigers have it back behind their own net, as it's going to be Baumstark with it. Baumstark left it for Casiopo. Casiopo over to Rudman. Rudman to the corner, trying to drop it back, and it looks like Hearn got a piece of that. Kansas trying to send it out, and it just bounces right off the skate of a Tiger there, and they get it out. The Jayhawks dump it back in. That'll get a line change going, as Richardson will leave it behind his own net over for Baumstark. He'll get a pass over there to Casiopo. Casiopo, his pass, hit the skate of Strahan, as the Jayhawks send it back the other way. Casiopo with it again, as it's going to be picked up there by number 52. Rather, that's number 57. As it's going to be reversed back in. Schubert to pick it up for the Jayhawks. As it's cranked back in, it'll be picked up by the Jayhawks once again, as they'll try to get it out of their zone. As it's going to be thrown the other way. Racing back after it to the corner is going to be Schubert. Around over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff helping, trying to get it out. As it's going to be the Tigers with it now. A slower start to this one as Zimmer tries a cross-ice pass. He's going to be met there by Fontanetta. Fontanetta able to poke the puck loose, but the Tigers get it right back as it's going to be Feeney along the Missouri bench, but the Tigers with possession once again. Fontanetta taking it away, unable to get it out. He's going to be called for a trip here as the Tigers will get another chance on the power play at the next whistle. As it's going to be Hazelton drawing back a saucer pass over for number 8. That's going to be Austin. As we get a stoppage here with 14:33 left to go. Again, Missouri now making their way on the power play for just the second time this first period.
Yeah, KU, you don't want to give up 2 penalties early on, and it did happen a while ago, it seems like, but the first penalty kill was a great kill. We actually got 2 shots on that power play on that shorthanded attempt. So that was good to see as there was a trying for a tip and pass from the net. But we're going to have to play defense again, get on our back skates, and kill off another power play. Want a chance in this game.
So the Tigers have it right off the faceoff. A shot up front, kicked away, just grazed right through the crease. And the Jayhawks able to clear it down.
It really seems Gray's on his stuff today with all his pad saves.
So it's going to be Hazelton walking it up for the Tigers. He's going to cut to the left side. He'll reach to the hash marks before he stops, tries a cross-ice pass, got deflected up front, and they score.
Yeah, that was just a quick development play. And that was just a quick developing play right there. You know, it went behind Landry Gray, behind his net. It was a quick pass right in front of the crease. No one was covering him, so it was an easy tap-in goal on the right side of Gray. And there's not much Gray can do about that. He's been able to be strong in net so far in the first 6 minutes, but there's a 5-on-4 goal from Mizzou. They take the early 1-0 lead with 14 minutes left in the first period.
Yeah, just looking at the replay, there's not a lot that Gray can do with that. Just as there was a Tiger right on the doorstep, and it looks like it's Martin who makes it 1-0 for the Tigers.
Missouri Tigers power play goal scored by number 21, Rink Martin.
As there's a save made there by Gray for another whistle. So the Tigers really showing why they're the Matcha Conference champions right now.
I agree. They're keeping the pressure on. We're back skating the whole entire first period. Seems like just trying to chip it out of the zone, just get back and neutralize the whole time.
As this going to be sent back around the Jayhawks from the faceoff this time as they try to get it out of the zone. As it's held in there by Martin. Martin shooting and a save made by Gray off the rebound, still loose up front, and the Tigers score again.
Now again, that was just another quick developing play that Landry can't do much about. You know, looking at the replay, it was just really quick. A wrist shot that Landry wasn't able to get the rebound, and there it is, just running for number 5 as he puts it in right there.
Yeah,
That is
so
Morris.
Morris off the assist from Martin as Kansas is down early in this one, 2-0. 13:37 left to go. As it's going to be gloved down by Kansas. Pendleton trying to skate it in, and it looks like they're called for a hand pass here.
Yeah, that was definitely a close one. It could have been called either way, but they're going to say he had full motion on the pass when he tried to hit down the puck down. So this is going to be a face-off on in KU zone. So, you know, it's going to be very important for the Jacks to see how we can bounce back from this and not have it become like the first series we played against Mizzou earlier in the year. We need to be able to come back and fight, being down 2-0.
So it's going to be Pendleton who dumps it in for the Jayhawks. As it's going to be wrapped around the net there. As it's going to be Caston getting it out. Cross-ice pass up over to Walker. As it's poked out of the zone, having to regroup, here is the Tigers. As they're going to dump it in here. As it's going to be a nice hit there. As the Jayhawks able to get out of the zone, a no-look pass there by Pendleton, almost connected. It's going to be poked away by Schubert. Then the Tigers able to get it right back. Now Fontanetta gets it over to Hannigan. Hannigan completes a pass, and it looks like he got it over to Medina. Medina dodging a hit there. He's going to dump it into the corner. Racing after it there is Brandon Fontanetta. In the corner. Carrier got it over to Walker, who got a cross-ice pass Tigers get it out, but it's going to be poked away there by Carney. Right over to Feeney. Feeney couldn't quite get full control of it, so the Tigers have it again, and Feeney will have possession. Up over to Paul Carney. Carney, the headman pass, unable to connect there, as it's going to be to the corner. Carney throws it on net, kicked away there by Richardson. Battling for it was Jonah Kim. Kim, one of the Lawrence natives on this Jayhawk squad, as it's going to be carried up there by Zimmer. Zimmer poked off the puck there. And it looks like Tigers have to regroup here in their own zone. A headman pass ends up going back over to Hazelton. Hazelton able to dump it in. Thrown to the corner. This is going to be wrapped around. Hazelton cranks one from the point. Looks like it might have been tipped up front, sent to the corner. As it'll wrap around the boards once more. Battle along the boards. The Jayhawks finally get it out, as it's going to be picked back up there by Morris. Morris tried a headman pass, but it goes right to the tape of Paul Carney. Carney able to advance it up and get it to Friedhoff, but it's going to be back over to Hazelton. Hazelton's cross-ice pass poked away by Duso, but the Tigers get it right back. A nice toe drag move poked away there. It was Spolek trying to make that play. Is this going to be dumped in? Poked away by Gray. Back over to Johnson, back behind the net. He gets sat down. And that'll bring the Missouri crowd to their feet. Is this going to be back in the corner again? Spolek hit off the puck as the Jayhawks really struggling to get it out. About 10.5 left to go. 2-0 still our score. A big hit in the corner as the Jayhawks will ice it.
Yeah, and early on, you're going to see a lot of physical play, especially in a high-emotion game like this. And, sometimes that could be our best friend playing a very physical game. Will Wetumpka is out. That is usually our main catalyst in that category. So we're going to have to find that energy from somewhere else in this team. And, so far in the first 10 minutes, Gabe, it just looks like we're just trying to play all defense. It looks like we're just trying to, every time, just get it out of our zone, chip it down. So we need to really create offensive chances if we want a chance to get back in this game.
So 10:26 left to go. The faceoff was won by Missouri, but it goes a little far back, so they'll have to chase after it. Kansas did use that as an opportunity to get a line change going. As it's going to be sent out of the zone, up over to Austin. Austin poked off the puck there by Feeney, and then racing to the corner to get it was Schubert. Schubert lost control. The Tigers take it away, try to shot up front, a backhand blocked up front now, and it's going to be skated out by Kansas. Feeney gets sat down right at the blue line. As the Tigers will get possession again, they just have to get back on side. Walking it in was Rudman. His shot blocked up front, that time by Zach Roberts. As it's going to be Spolek in the corner. He'll pass it back behind the net. As it's going to be Kansas. Skating it up past the center ice. Backhanded in by Duso quickly to the tape of number 26. That's going to be Trevor Jones. So Spolek, backhand pass over to Morris as the Jayhawks will now have a chance. As it's going to be Feeney shooting one and a save made by Richardson. This time a stoppage with 9:18 left to go.
It's a good first shot. We just have to try to get anything we can, just get pucks to the net. Like I've been saying, we've been playing on our heels most of this first period, being in the defense zone for most of that first period. So it's going to be very important to just try to get the puck into the offensive zone and get shots on. Even if it's right in the middle of the chest of the goalie, we still just have to get them there, try to compete. Right now we're getting outshot 9-4 in this first period with 9:18 left in the first. And Gabe, what would you say we have to do if we want to try to fight back in this first period?
Just do a lot better job puck handling. You see as soon as we get it out of our defensive zone, we lose control. And Missouri's been doing really good defensively because anytime Kansas gets the puck in their zone, nothing. So.
No, I definitely agree. We're on the exact same page. I think we just have to be able to pass a little bit crisper, and as you were saying, puck handling and just get in the offense zone. That's really what it comes down to. We can't play defense the whole game, especially when you're on 2-0 already. So we'll see what adjustments head coach Andy McConnell makes as we finish the second half of this first period. Like we've been saying, there's been a lot of hits already for this game, a lot of open ice hits both ways, going both ways. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep that going for the whole entirety of this game for 50 minutes more of hockey time, so that'll be interesting to keep your eyes on as this game progresses. This face-off will be in Mizzou's D zone, as again that last shot was just covered up by the goalie. That'll be Tanner Richardson, who was covered up by him and just hit his chest, and he was more elected to have a face-off. So a little cleaner sheet of ice now, with 9:18 left in the first. Face-off coming in defensive zone for Mizzou.
So the face-off won by the Tigers as it's over to Baumstark. As they're able to get it out of the zone, but it goes right to the tape of Hearn. A saucer pass. Got it up over to Friedhoff. Friedhoff got it into the zone, lost control. Baumstark with it again. As it's going to be picked up this time by Morris. Morris walking it in, shooting one, and a save made by Gray.
You know, again, I really agree that, Landry Gray has been on his game today. And as we were talking about after the first 2 goals, there really isn't anything he could have done in those first 2 goals. I mean, unless he wants to be Andre Vasilevsky right now making the same plays. But, there's nothing he can do besides that. He's been good. He stopped 8 out of 10 shots so far in this first period. And all the shots that he stopped were the shots that he needs to stop. So it's been good so far.
So 8:54 left to go here. Period number 1, Missouri with a 2-0 lead as they do have control of the puck. It's Morris dumping it in around the boards. Picked up there in the corner by Johnson. This is a no-look backhand pass intended for, I believe that was Schubert. There's a shot up front, kicked away there. Again, Missouri dominating here. As it looks like Kansas will get a power play now, so a really good chance to get back within 1.
Yeah, and this is a huge opportunity for us, being down 2 goals, so we're going to need to be on this power play and get something going.
So 8:18 left to go, 2-0 still our score. The face-off will take place to the right of number 30, Tanner Richardson.
Again, this is going to be very important if we want to try to chip away at this lead and get back into this game. 2-minute power play coming up.
So the face-off is won back over to Hazelton. Hazelton quickly dumps it down all the way back. Gray will settle it down as it's going to be picked up here as the Jayhawks will look to go to work. Cross-ice pass connects over to Duso. Duso up on the right wing. Walks it in, shoots, and a save made by Richardson for a whistle.
Hey, but Gabe, that's exactly what we have to do. And Caleb Duso knows that's exactly what we're going to have to do. And, him being the point leader on this team with, 10 goals and 8 assists, he knows that he has to take over, especially in a power play, and try to get this lead a little shorter. So it's a good shot early in this power play.
And it looks like the face-off tied up, and it goes right over to the tape of Johnson. Shooting one, blockered away there by Richardson. As it's going to be picked up by Duso off the rebound, back over to Malcolm Johnson. Johnson waits, walks it, fakes it, passes it to Duso. Duso shoots through traffic and Roberts around the boards, gets it over to Adler. Adler up safely to Duso as it just ramps over his stick as the Jayhawks will have to regroup.
Not bad first minute, already 3 shots on goal, so can't complain so far. It'd be better if we could get behind the net, but we'll see right here.
As it's going to be Duso walking it in again, poked off the puck, but it's going to be held in there by Roberts, wrapped around the boards. Picked up there by number 20, Cole Morris, dumped all the way back as both teams will use that to get a change. Jayhawks bringing it in once more. Cross-ice pass, this time over to Feeney, around the boards, trying to connect to Fontanetta. Fontanetta lets it go to Lance Medina. As Medina tries to drop it back over to Schubert at the point. He couldn't catch the pass. This is going to be Miles Morris providing the pressure there. Now Morris with it. Cross-ice over to Walker. He'll spin around. He'll wrap it around the boards and throw it to the corner. As it's going to be backhanded the other way. Now the Jayhawks skating it out. As it's going to be sent up over to Hearn. Dropping it back over to Schubert, to Feeney in the corner. Feeney walks it up to the hash marks as the Tigers are now full strength. As Feeney will try to backhand it to the corner. Turned over, Medina has it now. As Medina tries to lay a hit there on Casiopo, poked away there by Fontanetta. As this could be Medina settling it down over to Herna. Shot through traffic, kicked away there by Richardson. Feeney trying to throw it on net. Fontanetta wasn't there to tip it in. As it's going to go over to Medina. Medina along the boards, gets hit off the puck there. And that gets a good reaction there from the Tiger faithful. They picked up Walker through center ice. He'll throw it to the corner. Walker with it again, poked off the puck. Fontanetta tries to backhand it up and out. And there's going to be a nice play there by Strahan, who tried to get it up over to Pendleton. As it goes a little far back, Jones will saucer it up. Jayhawks having to get back on side, so it'll be dumped in there. Tigers picking it back up from back behind their own net as it's going to be through center ice up over to Zimmer. Zimmer on the right wing, trying to pass it to the slot, broken up there as it's going to be Carney sending it around the other way. Up over to Strahan. Strahan tries to send it out of the zone. It's just going to be knocked down. Kansas able to get it out, but Missouri getting possession back right away. Carrier, cross-ice pass. Goes right back to his tape. Now Carrier again. As it finds its way up over to Chubb. So a lot of back and forth here. As it's going to be Johnson, a saucer pass, intending it for Kim, but it'll be back the other way. As it'll be skated in by Fantoni. Fantoni rips one, missing the net there. It'll ride the boards over as the Jayhawks able to hold the line there as Malcolm Johnson had a piece of it, but it's going to be poked away there by Zimmer. Moving in, shooting. There. Cross ice across, and a save made by Gray, keeping it 2-0.
That was a great save by Landry Gray. That was a good pass right in front of him, and he was able to see and stop with his glove as we see the replay right here. Deep. He was just able to make a good save right there. As we've been talking about all game, Landry Gray has been on it today. Those 2 goals, there's not much he could do about. You know, in the power play earlier, it wasn't a bad power play. We have 4 shots on goal, so you can't really complain. Of course, we'd like to have a goal, but still a good first power play for us. So we need to keep that offensive zone going. We have to keep that pressure going. We can't just backskate the whole entire game. So be interesting to see how we close out this first period.
So the Jayhawks still with it, blocked up front, both shots. As the Jayhawks poke it back in. Hazelton able to clear it out of the zone. Is this going to be back behind their own net? The Jayhawks trying to get it out. A big hit there, and it looked like Spolek was one of the ones involved for Missouri. So as the Jayhawks have to get back on side, that allows Missouri to get it out of the zone with ease. As this is going to be Cole Morris on the right side around the boards. Right to the tape of Malcolm Johnson, who's going to send it back to the other corner. Double team there in the corner. As that gets another good reaction from the Tiger fans here in attendance.
And, you know, again,